We got a package from Nilight. They sent us some LED light pods. So we're going to be installing them on my worn winch bumper on my OBS. Let's get into the package. When you open the box, you got their thank you card from Nilight and a QR code if you need help or anything installing, instruction wise, or anything. You also got these pads, I believe they're for the pods. Go on the back when you bolt them in. You have their wiring harness, fuses, connectors, as well as their LED pods. Let's get this out of the packaging real quick. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. This is what they look like. Pretty high quality. My family has used these pods almost on all of our vehicles, so these are flush mount pods. Let's go look at the truck and figure out where we're going to put them in the bumper and get to installing them. So we're going to be installing these pods right here inside there. So I got to cut a square right there and then insert these in there. They're going to be on both sides, of course, and then hopefully I can get another set soon and we can put some other ones like right here or something like that. But what I really like about Nilight and their brand is their customer service is super awesome. My brother's Jeep actually over here has a Nilight light bar, 50-inch or 52-inch there. And if you have any issues with them or anything, they're super friendly and they're always willing to help you, and you have a warranty on them as well. If you're looking for high quality but cheap, on the cheaper side of light bars, I would definitely go with Nilight. So with these, you're basically just going to want to put them on your bumper or something like this. Figure out where it's straight, where you actually want it to be, and then you're going to trace it out. So then you got to cut stuff. So you're basically just going to want to make an outline with the cardboard piece that they gave you, and then you're going to want to grab a drill bit, a tinier one, and just drill the holes that you need for the bolts just to get it started off with. And then you're going to grab a bigger drill bit and drill on each corner of where your pod lights are going to go, so you have an easier time cutting the square piece out. Now that you have everything drilled out, you're just going to want to grab a straight edge and get a marker and kind of make an outline of where you're going to cut. You're basically just going to cut the outlines that you did for your square pods, and once you cut them, you're just going to pop the piece of metal that's in the middle out and try and insert your pods. And if they don't directly fit, you're just going to keep kind of edging at it and cutting a little bit more and a little bit more until you get it right and they actually slide in. If you end up cutting a little bit too far, you can always tack weld it and then grab some paint the same color as your vehicle and basically just touch it up. Now that you're done cutting and you have the square holes for your LED pods, you're basically just going to insert them in and then bolt them in. Tightening your bolts, they're all 10 millimeter, and then you're going to grab your Allen wrench key and tighten them on, as well as you're going to put the washer on the bolt first, and then the lock washer, and then the nut. So basically you're just going to want to grab your Allen key that comes with your kit and a wrench on the opposite side so you can tighten down your bolts, and then make sure you get them decently tight so they don't end up falling off or anything like that. So when you're looking at their wiring harness, you have 4 connection points. You have 2 here and 2 over here. These are your female connectors, and then you got 4 male connectors as well as fuses in here. They have their relay and your positive and negative to connect to your battery. I already have the exact same wiring harness set up in my truck already. So we're gonna wire these up and see how they look. With the wiring harness, you're just gonna wanna grab your switch and run it all the way through your firewall to get into your vehicle, and then have your positive and negative connectors next to the battery so you can connect them, and then zip tie them all the way around, and basically set up your wiring system. You're basically just going to want to grab your negative connector on your wiring harness and your negative connector on your pods, and you're going to snap them into place. And you're going to do the same thing for the positive wire. Grab the positive wire on your wiring harness and the positive wire on your pods and snap them into place. You're just going to want to get your negative connector and put it to your negative terminal on your battery, and then same with the positive. You're going to grab the positive connector and put it to the positive terminal on your battery. So after you get them installed, you're just going to want to get zip ties and basically tie up any of your loose wire. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I ended up grabbing some electrical tape and wrapping it around my connections so I don't get any moisture in there. Hopefully I can get a switch panel soon, but this works for now. As you can see, it's pretty dark outside right now. The sun is still setting, but I wanted to show you guys the pod lights from Nilight. So let's turn them on real quick. They do go out to the side, just like I wanted them. I wanted them for off-road purposes and when I go out to the woods and stuff. They go a pretty far distance. We'll get a view from the outside here in a little bit. And then if I'm driving in the woods or something and whatever, I'm gonna have my headlights on, of course, so those are bright also, so I'll be able to see to my left, to my right, as well as straight forward.